Hi, DJ.
Hi.
Well, I want to thank you so much for agreeing to do this session on video. I really appreciate it because I'd like to be able to show people what this work is about. It's a little bit difficult to understand just by explaining it. And so this is her first time, and we're going to do a few sessions. This will be the first one. And can you just tell us a little bit about your accident? She had a bad car accident in 1984?
1984, yeah.
And so we're going to work on that. And so what happened after the accident?
Well, what happened in the accident was that I was severely injured. I had 17 fractures.
Wow.
I had massive internal injuries, like massive. I lost basically 9 pints of blood internally. I had to get, I forgot to tell you this, yeah, a transfusion of 9 units of blood, collapsed lung, lacerated liver, spleen,
My goodness.
broken bones, including the 17 fractures, included my C2 in my neck, ribs, right shoulder, right elbow, right forearm,
a lot of things
right
on the
hip,
right
yeah,
side.
the whole right side basically got completely devastated. Had an out-of-body experience. My mother, who had died 2 months before then, came to me in that experience, and the paramedics, when they came, brought me back into my body.
Wow.
So, and it took about a year to recover to where I could really get around, and my neck took a full year to heal. It was really, really messed up. 2 months in the hospital, 2 weeks in intensive care, and then another arm surgery, and eventually they had to take bone graft out of my hip when my arm refractured. It hadn't healed right, and so all told,
So you're
it was
a
probably
miracle.
about 2 years of, yeah.
It's a miracle that you're all put
Really
back
a miracle.
together.
I know, I'm very lucky to be alive, really. I'm super grateful for my life.
Well, I'm grateful that you're here.
Here with you.
Yeah. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with something called resourcing, and this is really important to have as a foundation for the work, because we're going to help her nervous system become more resilient and be able to let go of anything that it's maybe still holding on to. So what a resource is something that is a good memory or something you enjoy doing. And I've already, we were speaking earlier, so I wrote down a few things. So I know a little bit what some of her resources might be. And I just wanted to ask you about if you could maybe remember that time when you were in Hawaii and you were swimming with the turtle.
Yeah, I was swimming with the turtle. And
Just talk a little bit about what was...
okay, well, what was happening was, it was my last day there, and I just wanted to catch one more experience with the turtles, because I hadn't done that before, and it was a great new world for me. And I went with the intention of finding one, and I finally saw one turtle, and he kind of looked back at me with this look like, come on, I'm going to show you my world, It just was like a little head and this little flip of the flippers, and then he just started swimming in front of me, and so I just would swim behind him.
And as you're remembering that, I'm just going to pause you because this is a good moment. As you're remembering that, swimming behind the turtle, can you just check in with your body and just notice any sensations that you might become aware of?
Well, I'm aware of, I was just moving my arms, so I became aware of my arms and propelling myself through a space,
So that feeling of moving through the water, just notice what that's like in your body.
It's a good feeling. It's a supported, flowy kind of a feeling.
Supported and flowy, nice.
Yeah.
That's great. And so just take a moment and stay with that supported, flowy feeling in your body, and just see what else happens. Just take your time.
Well, it's relaxing.
Relaxing, And where do you notice the relaxation?
I just noticed it in my arms sort of fell a little.
Your arms fell,
My
little
my
heavier?
shoulders felt relaxed.
More weight, okay.
Yeah, a little weighted, and yet at the same time, still with that pleasant sort of flowy feeling.
Nice. So that's an example.
It's a calm feeling.
So calm. Okay. So she's calm and flowy, more relaxed, and
yet excited. Excited
yeah.
Because whenever I encounter nature like that, it always makes me excited, no matter
Right.
what. I mean, it's like those things in the moment where you just find yourself observed, like being. I just felt like I was on a ride.
And you're totally in the moment.
Yeah.
So
where are we going? Where are we going? And then, and then I was saying when the turtle went down and met with the elder turtle, and then I was observing, just like with amazement, really.
Right.
It's a really great. It makes me really happy.
And just track that happiness in your body. Just notice, like, if you feel any kind of bubbliness, or
I feel like my face feels like lighter. Like
face feels lighter.
Like smiley.
Yeah. You want to smile.
Yeah.
Good.
And that makes me feel good because I like to smile.
Yeah. Nice. Excuse me, airplane.
I used to fly, so I'm a pilot too.
Wow. So
That's
tell me
another
about that when you're flying a plane. What's that like?
Oh, that's another great.
Can you remember a moment when you were just in the zone?
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah. Okay. And just as you're remembering that, or as you're imagining yourself in the plane flying, just want you to again just notice what's happening in your body.
It's not relaxing, really.
That's okay. But do you have a sensation that you become aware of?
I become aware of. It's funny, my arms keep coming.
Okay, that's great.
Because there's one plane that I like to fly a lot. It's a biplane, in World War II. So it's big, and so it's like, you have to use, you use a lot of strength with your arms.
So is that what you're noticing? Is the strength right now? What are you sensing in your arms?
Well, I'm remembering, moving my arms to fly the plane.
Right. So do you feel that in your hands, or just kind of track your arms right now and just notice what's happening there?
They feel a little not relaxed, like a little
engaged.
Yeah,
but in a good way, not.
Yeah, in a strong. Like strong.
Okay,
yeah, exactly. And a little sitting in my solid in my core.
Solid in your core, strong in your arms.
Right. And my eyes, I'm really aware of
alert,
like looking, like vision.
So just take another moment and just noticing your eyes, noticing your arms, noticing your core. Just follow whatever you're noticing.
And I'm noticing that they are feeling really balanced.
Balanced. Okay, great. Yeah.
Like
side to side,
like working, like function, because I don't know, because why? It's just that's what it takes,
right.
Like it's that sort of bringing together of your strength and your focus together.
Nice.
Another thing where it's another total in the moment. It's in the moment.
These are great resources. We're going to go back to these when we need to. So. I remember you also telling me about your connection with elephants. Yeah. And I know you had a moment in Africa. Mm-hmm. So talk a little bit, remember a little bit that moment with.
That was when we were in Botswana and out in the Okavango Delta at a bush camp. And there was a building, which I was saying was like, this just very
primitive,
elemental, very primitive kind of building where we ate our meals and things, and in the kitchen. Anyway, there was around the back of that, I saw sort of like a vegetation was rustling back there, and I was curious about it, so I walked around and I see there's an elephant there.
Wow.
And the elephant, just a lone elephant, and
the elephant.
Yeah, and that's their territory. Like he's just cruising through, and he probably was probably very familiar with the area. But
right, so he wanted to check you out.
And he was like and then all of a sudden, I just see this giant animal about 15 feet away from me, just like looking at me.
Wow.
And I was looking at him, thinking, I am looking into the eyes of an elephant. Like It was just amazing. Like I can't even, and it made me so excited. Like part of me just wanted to scream, and the other part of me just wanted to hold on to that moment forever, because it was just for the fact that it was just me with the elephant.
Right.
You know?
So let's pause with that moment and just remembering what that was like, you and the elephant. And again, just notice what's happening in your body right now.
I feel like exhilaration, like kind of like not surging, but I feel in my body. My body feels an exhilaration.
Is that your whole body?
Yeah, pretty much. My upper. I don't feel it in my legs.
Okay,
at this
so
moment.
your upper body, and
Sort of like my.
what sensation lets you know it's exhilaration? Like, is it buzzing or fluttery or?
Excuse me. It's a vibrational thing.
Vibration.
It's sort of vibrating,
Okay.
like not buzzy, but
Like a vibration.
like a humming.
Humming. Okay.
Yeah. Like
So
a
there's some humming, and it's in this area.
Yeah, and it's sort of rising, maybe.
Rising. Okay. So just being with that humming that's rising, and just being mildly curious.
It's so interesting that, because my mind keeps wanting to go in and think. I'm putting in, like, I have other emotions going on that are separate from my body. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a little sadness around it.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
Because it's like, when am I ever, like, I start thinking, like, I want that again. Like, when am I going to have that? Like, and I start feeling, there's so many things around that whole, like,
Right.
I have this feeling like I want to save the elephants.
Right.
And
So I'm going to pause there because
we're going somewhere.
we don't want to go there. Not yet. I mean, that's
yeah.
another thing we can do. But for the resource piece, we really want to stay with that moment where it was just you and the elephant, and you were feeling exhilarated, like you wanted to scream, but you also wanted to just,
Savor.
be there and appreciate and savor.
The moment. Yeah, because I just knew it was a precious moment.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, this is like really
Right.
and
So I'm gonna. Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that you love essential oils, and I was wondering, like, can you think of an oil? Like, what's one of your favorite oils?
one of my favorite oils is frankincense.
Okay. So just take a moment, and I just want you to imagine yourself smelling frankincense. And what happens in your body as you're imagining smelling frankincense?
It feels calm yet sort of elevated, like light.
Calm and light. Okay.
Calm and light, and physically speaking,
That's great.
calm and light.
Yeah, that's
Calm
great.
and light physically.
And that's in your upper body as well?
Yeah, it's in my upper body. And it also feels very sort of all, it sort of goes everywhere, really.
It goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice. And just,
there's an upward feeling in my head.
this is great. You're doing great. You're starting to just be able to track your sensations, which is what's going to help us connect with the neural pathways that lead to the hindbrain.
Okay.
So you're doing awesome.
Thanks.
And is there another oil that you love that you...
Let's see, a single oil that I love. Well, I do also love lavender.
Lavender, yeah. Lavender is great. So, okay, again, just imagine yourself smelling lavender. And see what you notice.
Well, it makes me feel it's relaxed,
Is that in your shoulders or
Yeah, I feel relaxed.
relaxed in your shoulders?
Relaxed in my shoulders and calmness. But also uplifted. It's like a calm uplift. I can't.
No, that's great.
It's like because I love the smell so much in the diffuser that it makes me happy when I smell. So I feel happy.
Right.
And so I have that uplifted feeling.
Right.
But yet it's also it's a sort of
Peaceful.
even stabilizing and evening feeling.
Evening.
Like
Great. I love how you're
evening.
showing that with, it's like evening. And,
Yeah,
and
evening.
you really get that, at least I really get that she's getting a shift here just by imagining something she likes. Mm-hmm. So this is an example of a resource. We're going to use this more when we go into something that's in context, but you're getting sort of an idea of how to imagine something you enjoy and then follow the sensations in your body.
Okay.
So I think that's good for now. We're going to come back and do some more later, but that's an example of resourcing. And oh, there was one more. You told me that you had a memory from childhood.
Oh, the memory from childhood.
let's-
And then there's the ladybugs too, but right here. But the memory from childhood is cool because that's when I have gone to, but I forget to go there sometimes. But
Okay.
it was when I was just a young enough infant to be carried by my mother in the swimming pool. This was in New Jersey. My mother had a red bathing suit. Like I remember her red bathing suit, and I remember her skin. Like I remember being close. I remember her holding me. I remember being close to her skin, and I remember that copper tone smell.
Unforgettable.
Like even like today, if I ever smell that,
You think of your mom.
It's
Or that moment.
Yeah, it's like it goes to that moment. But it's one of the most comforting memories I
Beautiful.
have
This
of
is
my
great.
like. It's so comforting because
So
sometimes when I'm in a down, like when I'm really feeling bad or
Right.
like lonely or depressed, whatever. If I remember that, and it only came to me like not too many years ago.
right.
This memory,
So can we
you know,
try that right
and-
now? I just want you to go to that memory of being in the pool, being held by your mom.
Like walked around in the pool, like,
Yeah.
bouncing,
Bounce,
and then have like have your little hands on their.
So
like,
what
your mother's
happens in
little
your
flesh.
body right now while you're remembering that moment?
Well, I had a bouncy feeling 'cause I'm on the ball, but also that feeling of being in the water and being
So some buoyancy.
yeah, buoyancy. I'm just totally protected. I mean, so safe, you know.
And
really
do you feel
safe.
that
And then
sense of safety in your body somewhere?
I feel it. Kind of like in my back.
In your
actually.
back. Great. So being with that sensation in your back.
Like as if there's something around my
Yeah.
back, like a sheet, like a support or something.
support
like,
on your back, and just take some time and just follow that. Just being a little curious.
And being
Held.
held, you know.
That's it.
It's a really nice. That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it spreading or going somewhere besides your
Yeah.
back?
Yeah, it's kind of going down, you know,
Into your arms.
into my arms. Like it almost makes me want to go like this, like rounding out, kind of rounding out, and
You're doing great. Just continue to kind of follow that in your body and just enjoy it. And from my side, I can feel her dropping even deeper. She's just dropping into that comforting sensation, and it's shifting her experience in the moment.
it is. And it's just continuing to be almost like it's like a sinking, but not of spirit, sinking in a way of just kind of like, you know,
Sinking in.
yeah.
Melting.
Yeah, right, melting and feeling very like safe to be that way. Like
Right. It's okay to let go.
Yeah, like let go. It's okay to let go. It's just okay to do nothing. Like just be there.
Just to be.
Just to be there.
Great.
And to be just carried around the pool.
Right. So this is
Like
cool.
forever.
We're building like a menu of resources for you that we can come back to at any moment. Yeah. So okay. So we're gonna take a little break
Okay.
and come back in a moment. Thank you.
Okay.